Hey guys, welcome back. This is Storm, and this is episode 89 of my single-player Tiveden world. Hope you guys are going awesomely well. So, this is a spot you don't usually get to see. I've climbed up one of these trees I have right in the middle of my sheep farm here, just to kick things off in this episode, just looking around my place, making sure everything's all okay. No random creeper explosions or a bit of lightning strikes that sometimes set my roof on fire. It does happen. It's pretty rare, but it can happen. Typically it will happen when there'll be a lightning strike just as the rain ends, and yeah, it's not enough to put out the fire. So I've had that occur a couple of times in my world here. But yeah, everything looks okay. I did lower my render distance a little bit so you get this nice fog effect over this little mountain we've got next to on our island over here. So I think that looks pretty cool. And yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's get on with the episode. I'm going to come down here and offload some of this wool that I've just collected. I like to do this every now and then to make sure I've got decent wool all stocked up, just in case I want to use it for something. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to go down. Where am I going? I'm going this way. I'm going to go down and work on a little area. This is the kind of little things that I do from time to time that I typically won't show you guys. It's just little changes that I make around my island, my world, my map here, and just keeps things interesting for me. And I'm going to work on this area. I just wanted to make it look a little bit nicer. Don't really like having these torches here like that. And I guess it's an area that I don't come down to too much, but that's alright. There's no excuse not to work on it, make it look okay. So I'm going to see how far back we can go. Now, I can't go too far in this direction to add in some different walls because, and what you'll see in a second, if I get rid of these as well, yeah, I've got that block there. Now that is a light that's in this room. Now this is a room that I very rarely show on camera. This is where I grow all my vines, and that's this light just here. So I can't go too far bringing in that wall because I've got this room to contend with. I've got my little temple head thing guy here who's looking after all these vines, and I've still got my chest in here to yeah, store all the vines that I collect. So this is where I get my vines, mainly in my world, and I want to just work on this area just a little bit. So okay, that's pretty much the limit. So I'm going to tinker with this area just a little bit while we'll have some mobs fall in the background. This is one of my original mob farms on my island. There is a triple mob spawner here that I should probably make a bit more efficient and use more often, but I don't know. For some reason I don't use it anymore. Oh, there it is. Just looking, where's my button? Okay, so there we go. That's my mob farm. I'm going to work on this area. I'm not going to show you guys all the details because it's going to be nothing fancy. I'll probably put in an armor stand or something. Probably put some of the armor that I get from all this loot here onto these armor stands. Yeah, I've still got enough to do that. And yeah, we'll see what that looks like. So I'll come back in a second and I'll show you guys the changes that I've made. Ow. Ow. Like that. I've had a couple of spectators here while I've been building away, so thanks for sticking around, guys, giving me company. This is the changes that I've made. It's subtle, it's small, and if I didn't point it out to you guys, you probably would never have known, but sometimes, yeah, these are the kind of little things that I like to do from time to time, and it keeps things interesting for me. So I'm just going to give that a go. What does that look like? Does that look better? Worse. Maybe no torches. Anyway, there should be plenty of light in here. I did put in an extra chest for storage in here, so because I was always running out of space and there's just one chest, so I kept this one mainly for farming supplies, just because we've got a couple of little crops here, just in case we get desperate while we're down here fighting our mobs and we need some food. There's always some food on the go, and I didn't quite have enough enchanted gold armor drops for a complete set on both sides, so this is all I had for making a match, basically. So this is what I've gone with. It kind of looks a little bit strange with no hat and no pants, but hey, that's alright. Kind of looks okay, but yeah, put in some extra lighting around here, and that's about it. Nice and subtle, nice and quick and easy, and I think it looks pretty good. There we go. Alright, so now on to something else. I wanted to show you guys a bit of a problem I have that I need to fix at some point. I'm not going to do it in this episode, but I do have a problem. So I just wanted to point it out just in case you are someone who downloads my map. We are coming up to episode 90, and I do upload a new world download every 10 episodes. So I've got this mob farm turned off at the moment, and this is why. So if we hop down, come on through. No, it's not on this level. Alright, it's next level. trying to think which level had the problem. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, a creeper blew up somehow. I don't know how, but somehow it did, and it has ruined my water stream. This mob farm didn't actually work that well for the last couple of Minecraft versions, particularly where they could pick up items through the sides of a block, so like on the edge. It's hard to explain, but basically I would end up having a whole lot of mobs in here holding onto items, so they never despawn, and didn't just lowered the efficiency of this mob farm. So I need to redo this mob farm. I might go with something a little bit similar, and perhaps make it a little bit wider, the water streams here, make it 2 blocks wide. Probably makes it a bit more reliable. But yeah, if until I get that fixed, this won't work. This water stream is broken, and I won't be able to do it the same way I used to do it. Because I used to do the trick with the ice blocks, where you would basically put in an ice block, let it melt, and the game wouldn't update the water, so it would just stay in a floating ice block. But that has been patched in the game, no longer available to us, so I can't really do that anymore. So I have to redesign the way I do a mob farm like this, and that'll be a good little episode in itself, but not for this episode. So I thought while we're just around in this area, I'm just going to check out on my bows here to see if we have any punch. So I want, that's a power bow, no. Punch one, okay. Do we have another punch one anywhere here? We had another one with power. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so what I wanted to attempt again in this episode is to do a bit of flying with the elytra, or yeah, basically the wings. And I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm not going to look at any videos, any tips, nothing on how to use the bow with punch to try and do flying. And I'm going to completely rely on the comments in my videos. So I know that's probably a very bad tactical position to take, because who knows about the quality of the comments, and who knows if you guys actually can use a bow in this way or not. But I have seen one comment at least that gave me a little few tips on what to do, on how to use ourselves. There we go, that should work. How we could potentially fly, so that's what I'm going to try and give that a go. So let's do this first, make sure we've got enough. Okay, I need unbreaking first of all. Beautiful. Mending, yep. And hopefully we've got enough for infinity, we do. Okay, so let's grab ourselves the wings, and let's give this another go. So I'm going to have to take this off, put this on, use this bow. So let's switch out this one, because yeah, as you guys had pointed out, it had flame, it had power 5 on it. It was just not a good bow for this. So I think without having any power on the bow, I'm going to think that at least saves my armor a little bit of wear and tear. Hey cow, how are you going? That's a pretty strange hiding spot you got down there. Okay, so let's give this a go. I'm just going to try and rely on the comments that you guys had left. So one was, whoop, aim up just a little bit, they said. So let's give that a go. Let's try and not shoot the horse in the process. Nope. I'm trying. Believe me, I'm trying, guys. Yeah, I'm going to let you guys watch me fail over and over again, because it's much easier to watch someone else get humiliated than yourself. So I think also part of the problem is I don't have a jump bind key. I don't know, I'm a bit old school and I still do the double jump to sprint. So to fly, I have to tap my jump key like crazy as well. And that's probably part of the problem that I've got. See, I do think I actually get air just then, because I am flying, I just need to hit myself a second time. I think that's the hard part. But, anyway, so what I'm gonna... Whoa, there we go. Whoa! Alright, I could get the hang of this. So, it looks like bit of tips are pretty helpful. Let's see if there's any other tips. You guys have any other ideas on how I could potentially master myself in the flying, I guess the championships? That's what some of you guys seem to be. So give me some pointers. Otherwise, I think that was a pretty successful test flight there. So there we go. Alright, so what I need to do now is besides look like a pinata, is I'm going to go over into the nether, and I want to do some repairing of my tools because they are getting low, particularly my pick, and I would hate for these blocks or these items, these tools to break. So I'm going to head on over into the nether, and that's what we're going to do. Go out to the Guardian Farm, I think, and use the XP out there. There is going to be some bad news about my Guardian Farm, which I am not looking forward to, and that is I've been following the 1.11 update. I don't know if you guys have been watching my update videos on that, but yeah, there is a change in there that I don't like, and that is the mob cramming game rule, which has a default value. So basically, I won't be able to use the mob farm in the nether the way that I actually use it today, so I'll have to yeah, amend that somehow. Anyway, that'll make more sense when I get there, and I'll tell you guys what I'm actually talking about. So we're just heading over to the Guardian Farm, and I don't think I've ever pointed this out. I did finally put a roof into this little passageway to go out towards the Guardian Farm. Just this, I think it's junglewood. Yeah, junglewood slabs on the top here, and I put these beams across. I think it makes it a little bit more tidier. Before we just had netherrack on the roof here, and it didn't always look just not finished enough to my liking, so I put that on all the way down this pathway, and I have also started working on another area just down in here. There's been a problem with slime blocks for as long as the last 2 updates, I think, and that is where it's just not as reliable when you're riding a horse to use a slime block. Is that a rabbit? That is a rabbit down there, guys. Anyways, we have a rabbit in the nether here. That's interesting. Okay, so this is an area that I've been working on. It will look vastly different to what you guys last saw. And yeah, this is basically what it used to look like, just little rooms like this, and I used to have some mobs in here or some just grass in there. Never really used this kind of area. This was one of the original portals that I put into this tunnel system when I was looking for new lands, and this is the first portal that we put here, so I'm going to keep it. There's nothing really out here besides basically doing some strip mining kind of stuff to get some resources, and a bit of tree mining, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I just replicated this on this other side. Not sure if I'll put a portal here, or if I'll dig on another tunnel and start heading in that direction for new lands again. But yeah, this is an area that I have been working on, and this is the area that I was just talking about with the slime blocks. So what happens is you can go up this first 2 fine. Wow, that actually worked. Why is that different? That is crazy. Let's try that again. Let's just make sure that works. Okay, you didn't jump that time. Alright, let's go one more. Okay, I can't even get up the first one now. What's going on? That's crazy. Okay, let's go for a bit more of a run up. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay, the first one's clear. Second one's clear. Oh my goodness. That was not working for me. I could not get up this particular jump just here. I'm not sure if it's this horse or what's going on with that. But yeah, that's been bugging me for ages. And yeah, so I had to, well, I did put in a workaround to that because of I was having issues, but now it seems to be fixed, which is interesting. And that is just through here. I did put in a sneaky little passageway. This is another way to get up if you can't get through those slime blocks, jump pad things. And yeah, that's just another way to get around. So yeah, I was just having too many inconsistencies previously, and I'm really surprised that it's actually working. Let's try this again. I can't believe it's getting up this 3rd jump. Okay, it didn't that time. Nah, it's not going that time. Alright, so yeah, there is still some problems, it looks like. It's not as reliable as I would want it to be, but there you go. I do have this little passageway here, this little cheat way to get around, and I've also got some storage just in here as well, hidden behind the paintings. So yeah, it's always good to conceal stuff with paintings, a nice and evil look, I think. And yeah, it's not really what you would always expect. So let's keep on cruising. There is another update that I've been working on in this area. I think I don't know if I made any changes in that transition room just there. But if we keep heading in this direction, we do have a couple of... Look how dark it is. We are coming up to some updates in here, and this is where I've been working on this little room as well. I need to put something here, I think. But yeah, these rooms are all the same. This is going to look different, so let's see if we can... Whoa, bit of lag. Let's see if we can get off here without killing our horse. Alright, so stay safe, buddy. So this room here, this is something that I've been working on as well, making it look all nice and tidy. Whoa, what's going on here with my frame rates? And yeah, this is not sure what I'm going to put back in here, probably an enchantment room or a storage room. Wow, something's really going on with my frames here. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys who's watching this video, but here we go. So this is the Garnet Farm, and the problem that I was talking about earlier with the 1.11 update is going to be when I bring in mobs through the nether here, well, from the overworld into the nether, and then come down here and I do a mass crushing through this thing, is now there's a limit on the number of mobs you can have in the one block. So I've only got 2 spaces down here, so I'm going to hit that limit pretty easily. And you won't be able to just have any more mobs that can go into that one spot. They'll basically instantly suffocate. So we'll get some drops, but you won't be able to get the XP from them. So this design and the benefits of bringing a mob from the overworld into the nether to do some crushing like this is going to be broken in 1.11. Unless you tinker with the game settings. So yeah, not exactly happy about that, but I guess that is life. That is going to be the update. And yeah, I'll have to think of another way. Because I do pretty much get in here as many mobs as I want. I typically like to have around 600 to 700, that kind of number in here when I do a mass crushing to get all the XP. And we'll do that now to get my XP, but yeah, I won't be able to do that once 1.11 comes out. I could get used to this whole flying business. Alrighty, so I have all my tools fully repaired now, and I wanted to just show you guys a little stockpile I've got here of these skeleton horses. I have been using this Garnet Farm a fair bit in more recent times, and I've been collecting these guys as it's been storming around here. Pretty easy to get them because there's no other real spot for these guys to spawn or to to hide, basically. So when they spawn on the water, really easy to spot and really easy to bring back. So yeah, I've got a little stockpile of these. This is another update that's happening in 1.11 where the spawn rates of these guys will reduce. And yes, I'm just getting a little bit of a stockpile of these guys in the meantime to make sure I've got plenty around the place if they are rarer to get when the new update comes out. So yeah, just wanted to make sure I've got a few of these on tap, ready to go if I need them. So I figured since we saw that one rabbit escaped in the nether, we might as well let all of these guys run around free, I think. So be free, guys. I'm not going to keep you contained here anymore. You can roam around, jump around. Perhaps I'll come across you again in the nether somewhere. Or maybe not. Maybe you'll find your way through this portal. But either way, you're free. I don't think I need you guys anymore. And I think I've got all these colours back on my main island. So that was the main reason why I had these guys here. Because I originally got these bunnies coming through this portal. Going through some plains biomes, and then I brought them back to my island just along this track. So now that I've got a few of these guys back on my island, I don't think I need you guys. You can snack on all the goodies here and roam around. So there we go. Alright, so now what we're going to do is basically smooth this out, make this look the same, I think, and then probably put on a few touches to this area, and then I think we should be done. So here we have it. Fast forward a little bit, and I've worked on this room a little bit, made this area look the same as the other ones, kind of. And for now I've just got my horse just chilling out, munching on the greens in there. I did add some red hardened clay just in the top sections here, just another colour to play with, I guess. And I don't mind, it's a pretty simple kind of little room. It's like a little transition area. And yeah, as I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this area, if I'm going to tunnel out this way or perhaps put in another portal. But I've got some options there. But yeah, there's this, there it is down there. I was wondering where on earth is this guy? He's down there for a while. I'm going to jump down here to, not particularly to battle him, but I guess I should. Yeah. I was thinking, should I leave these guys alone? No, they're probably going to hop over and bug me. So, alright, might as well take them out. And you are the last one? No, not quite the last survivor. You guys didn't quite make it into the lava. Not that it would have killed you anyway. Hey, calm down. Alright, so last one. There we go, finally. Alright, so what I was going to do is just end off the episode here. I've got some spare nether wart, so this is something that I've started to do is whenever I see just a patch of soul sand in the nether, I've been adding in just some of this, just planting some of the nether wart. And I think that's going to add a little bit more life into the nether, that the parts that I come across anyway. But yeah, I think that needs something. I think the nether has just always been lacking a little bit of something. I guess there is a little bit of fear or concern if you're cruising around hunting down quartz or something, that you could always get attacked by mobs, but I want something to look at, so I'm just been planting down some nether wart wherever I find a patch of soul sand. Anyway, just as my lag kicks in again, not sure what's going on in my world today, I'm going to leave the video there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys liked this mixed bag of an episode, and I'll see you guys again soon. Alright, thanks guys. Cheers.